Colorado. I thought they were terrific tonight. Knew they would be. They played last night, and they had a game under their belt. And I thought they came in very loosey-goosey and just throwing everything they had at us, and they did. And that's a tough team. That's a veteran team. They've got a lot of good athletes. They're one of the top and most talented teams in our league with veterans doing it. So we knew we were going to get their best shot, and we did. But I'm really proud of our guys. We showed a lot of resolve and a lot of grit. I know there were some times that things didn't go our way. We missed a couple shots down the stretch. We needed to get a big stop at the end of overtime, and we dug in and got one. And same thing in overtime. We needed to stop, and we got one. So sometimes you just got to find a way, and what's the old saying? You just try to survive and advance. And that's tournament play. That's all that matters. So I'm proud of the kids and how they hung together and fought through it.
Questions? Davion, you look absolutely beat up at the end there. Where did you get the energy to come out and start the overtime like you did?
I'm the senior leader of the team. I had to push through. I'm a senior, so if we lose, I go home. I'm not trying to go home. I'm trying to survive, and I know I have to push through for my teammates.
They cut the lead down pretty to one, and then you take it to the hole. You get that nice little roll. Can you just talk about that sequence, what went through your head before it, and how you're able to get in the lane right there?
They call pick and roll play. Coach Ray drove the play. I knew I was going to take the last shot. If it was somebody who was going to take the shot, I was going to take the shot unless somebody was wide open or they double team me. All night I've been going in. I didn't get the foul call, and Coach Ray called me over and he said, "Dad, good players just play through it." So I said, "All right, Coach." That last play, I was determined to put the ball in the hole no matter what, and that's pretty much it.
Going into overtime, did you try to take it upon yourself that you needed to step up and be the offensive punch?
Oh, definitely. I felt I owed it to my guys. First two halves, I didn't play well, but I got to go into overtime. I just cleared my head and just pushed through. And like Coach said, we just showed grit. Jordan, he played like a test tonight on the defensive end. Then he comes down and hit threes. It's just so much excitement for my teammates, and this is a team win. This is not an individual win. I couldn't be here without my teammates, and this is just a great win.
Jordan, what happened on the three there from the corner in the overtime?
I think it was Dev who kicked it out to me, and I knew if I set my feet and locked it on the rim, I feel it was going in. And so that's what I did, and it was a big shot for us. I know we needed it, so I focused and my shot went in for me.
Jordan, what was your guys' focus? What was going through your minds those last plays at the end of regulation and then at the end of overtime defensively?
We knew we just had to stay focused. Our motto is defense and rebounding. And, we was going to win the game by locking them with defense in and rebounding the ball. They're a great offensive team, so we knew if they missed shots, it was going to crash offensively. So we knew we had our guards, me, myself, Dev, Jeremy, Rashad, we all had to crash down and get offensive rebound, defensive rebounds.
Coach, can you talk about the defense on the last sequence? They're down 3. They have 10 seconds to draw up a play. You had to think they were going to go to Unruh there.
Yeah, they tried to. Of course, they tried to run him off a little pin down into a curl play, kind of a reverse play. And actually, Joe Balamboy jumped out and kind of switched out on him and took him out of the play. So then Wilson had to keep the ball, and I thought we played outstanding defense. It's the kind of shots you want him to take. But like I say, leading up to that, Joel switched out on Unruh, made a really heads-up play, or else he would have probably gotten a look at it anyway, or a decent look. But our guys did a really good job of locking in there.
Davion, Jordan, both of you. How does this game help you for the championship game tomorrow, going through what you went through tonight?
It helped us as we stayed together. We showed a lot of toughness. So, if we have one of those battles tomorrow, we got to stay together as a group, just fight through and push through.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about your freshman performance tonight in Kendall and
Rashad? Yeah, I thought they both did a really good job. I think they, one thing about both those guys, and Jeremy didn't have a great shooting night, but I thought he defended well, and I thought he played well. But Rashad and Kendall did a really nice job. One thing about them, they're not afraid. I mean, they just play the game, and they're not afraid, and they're not afraid to make a mistake. And if they do make a mistake, they move right on from it. And it's kind of rare in freshmen. Sometimes freshmen, when something doesn't go their way, or they miss a shot or miss a defensive assignment, a lot of times they get their head down and they pout and worry about it. These guys don't do that. But I thought both of them were huge tonight, and we needed them both. You know, we got a quick rotation going with subs tonight because the excitement of the game kind of takes your adrenaline. But I thought our bench was really big, and I thought they both played well. You know, and Byron didn't get to play much, but when he did, he came in and gave us a bucket. You know, a kid can make buckets. So anyway, I thought both of them did a really nice job.
Jordan and Dev, you've been in this situation before, going to a Big Sky championship game. How does that experience help you as you get ready for tomorrow?
Well, we're ready for it. You know, it's time. You know, the last 2 years in the championship game we lost. So we know we have to come in focused. We know what to expect. We've been here before, you know, so we're ready to play. You come out and get this win.
Randy, how are you going to use this to get you ready for tomorrow?
Well, I think playing the first game of a tournament, you know, the bye is great, and I've been in a lot of tournaments. The teams that play the first night have their feet under them, and they've got all the nervousness out, and they're playing free and easy. We needed to play a game, so get a little of the jitters out, get a little more comfortable, and I hope that makes us a little bit more comfortable tomorrow, and I think it will. But anytime you win a close game, I think it gives you confidence that. And then North Dakota's playing absolutely outstanding basketball right now. They're playing as good as they played all year, I think. But if you get in a close game, you understand that, hey, we can make some plays and still find a way. And we've had a lot of those this year where you just got to grind and find a way. And very well could come down to that tomorrow night a little bit.
Randy, more on North Dakota. You've had their numbers since they've been in the league. They haven't beat you yet. You see anything different from them in the last couple games?
To me, it looks like they're really playing well together. They're really moving that ball offensively, playing very unselfish, and the ball's getting side to side, and they don't care who's getting the shot. And I think that's huge for their team. And you know, they got a lot of seniors, and I think they bought into playing that way. And that's what it looks like to me. And defensively, I think they've gotten better. I think they're really pressured. You know, they're going to steal your ball a lot. They're very aggressive. But it looks to me like they've come together more, and they're kind of playing for the better cause than, you know, I'm talking about them for themselves. But they're playing really good basketball right now. So we know it's going to be a heck of a challenge. And whatever has happened before tomorrow night, it really doesn't matter. To be honest with you, it doesn't matter who's won, who's lost. Tomorrow's a whole different entity. The game's a different entity, and we just got to come out ready to play and be aggressive and see what happens.
Dev, Jordan, how important is it, that game tomorrow night? How important is it to you to win?
It's the biggest game of our career. We're seniors. This is win or go home. We're not trying to go home. We're not trying to have that feeling like last year. We all remember that feeling. So we just got to push through, and we just got to play together as a team and fight no matter what happens.
Any questions? Thanks, Coach.